Hello friends, welcome to our channel Education Hub. Guys, today I am going to discuss first 9 questions of chapter 1 of class plus 2, that is reproduction in organisms. Guys, side by side also mark the important questions that will help in your preparation to score good marks in board exams. So let's start with first question. Question 1 is, why is reproduction essential for organisms? The answer is that reproduction is required for extension of life of a species at a given time. Reproduction is the only method by which a continuity of the thread of life is maintained. It enables the species to live generation after generation. Second question is that which mode of reproduction is better, sexual or asexual, and why? Its answer is that sexual reproduction is better mode of reproduction. The reason is that first point is that sexual reproduction involves variations due to which offsprings can better adjust in that environment, which is also having evolutionary significance. Second point is that it helps the offsprings to adjust according to the change in the environment. Third is, as a result of new character combination, better offsprings are produced, thus result in the better variations. Next is question number 3, that is very important, mark it important. Why is the offsprings formed by asexual reproduction referred to as clone? In asexual reproduction, offsprings are produced are not only identical to one another, but also they are the exact copies of their parents. They are very similar to their parents. Such offsprings are genetically also identical to their parents. The term clone is referred to such to describe such organisms which are genetically and morphologically identical to their parents. Question number 4 is, offsprings formed due to sexual reproduction have better chances of survival. Why? The answer of this question is very similar to question number 2, so there must not be any doubt. Next is question number 5. How do progeny formed by asexual reproduction are different from those of sexual reproduction? There are many differences in both of these. The asexual reproduction, offsprings are produced by single parents without the involvement of gametes and fusion, without the fusion of gametes. Thus, offspring resembles to parents genetically and morphologically. But in sexual reproduction, there is fusion of gametes, fertilization and meiosis. That is why there are many events present in this cycle. Here, offspring different from parents due to appearance of variations. Next is question number 6, that is distinguish between asexual and sexual reproduction. And second part of this question is, why is vegetative reproduction also considered as a type of asexual reproduction? First we will discuss the difference between them. Differences that in differences, first point is number of parents involved. In asexual reproduction, only one parent is involved, that is uniparental. In sexual reproduction, there is biparental, that is two parents are involved, but exceptions are also present. Second point is gametes. In gametes, in asexual reproduction, gametes are not involved, but in sexual reproduction, gametes are involved, that are male and female gamete. Third point is the type of divisions involved. Only mitotic division in asexual reproduction, and meiosis at the time of gametogenesis, and mitosis occurs after fertilization in sexual reproduction. Fourth point is nature of cells involved. In asexual reproduction, somatic cells of parents are involved, and in sexual reproduction, germ cells of parent are involved. Next is fifth point, nature of daughters produced, that are genetically similar to parents in asexual reproduction, and they are different in sexual reproduction. That is, next is rate of reproduction, that is fast in asexual reproduction and slower in sexual reproduction. Seventh point is unit of reproduction. Whole parent body or bud or body fragment is in sexual reproduction, and in sexual reproduction gametes are unit of reproduction. Next is last point, that is eighth occurrence. Asexual reproduction is found only in lower invertebrates and lower chordates, and sexual reproduction is found in higher plants and animals. Next part of this question is, vegetative reproduction is considered as a type of asexual reproduction because here also characters of parents are preserved. Here propagation takes place from new individual as new individuals arise from vegetative part of the parent, that is root, stem or leaf. the characters of parents from which it was sampled. Moreover, the formation of new individual do not involve two parents. So this process is also called sexual reproduction. Next is question number 7, that is also very important, so mark it important. What is vegetative propagation, and give two suitable examples. Vegetative reproduction in plant is a type of sexual reproduction that we have studied earlier also, in which new individual appear from a vegetative part of the plant. In plants, the unit of vegetative propagation such as runner, rhizome, sucker, etc. are also capable of giving rise to new offsprings. Such structures are called vegetative propagules. Difference is that it is called vegetative propagules, these structures, and the reproduction is called vegetative propagation. Examples of vegetative propagation by this method are present in bryophyllum, which propagate in by leaves, and vegetative propagation by stem is in ginger and turmeric. Next is question number 8. It is we have to tell the definition of juvenile phase, reproductive phase, and senescent phase. First is juvenile phase. All organisms have to reach a certain stage of growth and maturity in their life before their reproductive life. This period of growth is called juvenile phase or vegetative phase. Next is second is reproductive phase. It is a phase of the life in which there is reproduction. In plants, it is indicated by appearance of flowers, and in animals there are morphological and physiological changes. Third is senescent phase. This phase is also indicating the end of reproductive phase, that is the old stage. At this stage, body metabolism is slowed down, and ultimately this stage lead to death. Question 9 is that higher organisms have resorted to sexual mode of reproduction in spite of its complexity. Why? The answer is that sexual reproduction is present in most of the organism, that we already know. Even the organisms that depend upon asexual reproduction for their multiplication, like algae and fungus, they also shift from asexual mode of reproduction to sexual mode of reproduction before the onset of adverse conditions. It is probably that gametes appeared from asexual spores under unfavorable conditions. Fusion of gametes has resulted in pooling of resources and combination of genetic potentialities of two. At the time of origin of sex, benefit of this accidental fusion came to stay in life cycle. It is called a hunger theory of sex. These fusing gametes got specialized with evolution in higher organisms and give rise to different type of heterogametes. So guys, I will discuss next 9 questions of this chapter in second part of this video. So stay connected. Guys, please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe, to click subscribe button and bell icon so that you can get notification of videos in future. Thank you.